What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm on the way to Electrify Expo in the port of LA. Last year was pretty fun, so I can't wait to see what they have this year. I'm super excited, and I hope you are as well. This is gonna be a cool video, so stay tuned, and I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright guys, here we are over here, and I already saw my first beauty right here. Look at this Ride One Up Dirt DRT. That is nice looking right here. Holy cow, it looks nice. Look at this, 1,000 watts, 52 volt battery, 28 plus in off-road mode. Really nice. I like this a lot. Alright, let's see these things right here. What is that? 101 bike. I've never heard of that before. The fork looks really nice on this thing. Definitely has that Super 73 look to it. Pretty nice, 750 watts. So considered a class 2, I believe. Pretty cool. Let's see what else they have. Check out this thing, Speedwell. So many of these brands are playing on the Super 73 type frame. But wow, look at the seat on this thing. Humongous. The biggest seat I've ever seen on an e-bike. That is ridiculous. Battery looks nice and big. D&M shock in the rear. Passenger foot pegs. That is pretty nice. Alright, here we are at the Onyx booth. And look at these. Holy crap. Look at this body kit. That is so sick. Completely changed the whole vibe of the Onyx bike. You know, those frames, when you see it, you can tell right away it's an Onyx bike, like these typical frames that they have. But this body kit right here changes the whole bike. That is crazy. I wonder if anybody will come out with something like this for the SURRON. That would be interesting. I think this is the Solar booth. What up, dude? How you been, brother?
Bro, I'm so sorry we didn't get to ride last time.
That's all good.
Good, bro. How the hell are you, man? Are you good? Chilling, man. Good to see you, bro. I remember you last time too.
Sir. Hey, let me ride one of these. I put my name.
Do you want to wait for the race edition? Because it's
I want the better one.
Yeah, wait for the race edition.
All right, for sure. Yeah. Hey, yo, the kickstand.
Thank you. You'd be surprised how many times that happens.
Yeah, dude.
So many.
Oh, that guy almost hit the barrier. Alright guys, we're about to test this Solar. I can't wait to do it. This is the race edition, right?
Race edition 2.0.
2.0.
Fully carbon fiber frame.
Alright.
Carbon fiber swing arm.
Nice.
Carbon fiber wheels.
Crazy.
The whole bike is 113 pounds, so I'm a pretty weak guy. I got no muscle.
Crazy.
It's light as anything. The heaviest thing is the battery.
Crazy.
So,
and we said what, 16 kilowatts?
16
and the battery is what?
Here last year, it was dyno proven 16 kilowatts.
And what is it? A 72 volt?
72 volt, 45 amp hour.
Crazy.
400 phase at the minute. They should be 600, but we toned it down for the expo because people are looping them.
Perfect.
So if you want to take a seat and get comfy,
let's do it, man.
This P button's going to put you into eco. So your throttle's active and now you're in sport.
Gotcha. I'll start off with eco.
Hell yeah.
All right, let's see how this does. All right, guys. That's pretty chill. Let's switch it to sport. Oh yeah. Oh man. This thing takes off. There's a little funny situation happening with the steering that I'm feeling right now. I don't know if the head tube is just too tight or what. I feel a little funny. What we got here? We got a little traffic jam. Right now I feel like I'm in Formula 1 qualifying, waiting for the cars to come out. But so far, I like the form factor of this thing. With these tires and everything, the size is like perfect. This thing feels small and nimble. This whole bike is made out of carbon, which is pretty nuts. Pretty cool.
Have a nice ride.
Thank you. All right, let's see what this thing is all about. Oh my god. Wow, this thing is an absolute rocket, but there is a little funky situation with the steering, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, it steers kind of weird. I'm not sure because it's so light or what, but there is something happening right here with the steering that I'm not the biggest fan of. I don't know how to explain it. It's like the steering like doesn't want to stay straight, like cuts weird.
How is it, bro?
Bro, it's a monster, but there's something weird happening with the steering.
No, yeah, this has been crashed yesterday.
I gotcha. Yeah, as you steer, it's like it goes,
Yeah,
you know.
somebody crashed it.
I gotcha. That explains it.
But we completely know what you're on about. Yeah.
Okay.
There is a little bit of a steering thing, but yeah.
But at least you know. So I wasn't sure. Okay, so it's not the bike.
No, it's not the bike.
So you guys know it's on recording. It's not the bike. This bike was crashed, and that's why it's having that steering.
On the track on our
Hey, give it another go, bro. I don't think we're busy. If you want to go again, I watch his YouTube all the time.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah.
Have another go, man.
Yeah. Oh, we got a fall right there. Wow, this thing takes off like a rocket. The suspension? It's alright. I guess the rear is okay. It feels a little bit funky, but since they told me someone crashed, then I don't know if it has to do with that or not. But so far, this bike is pretty nice. Nice. It has a rear brake light as well. Turn signals, horn, hazards, flasher. So it's pretty much ready to go to be street legal. I think all it's missing, oh no, it doesn't. It even has the front turn signals, which is crazy. You can definitely get this registered and road legal. That is pretty nice. Another crash. People are crashing left and right over here. Yeah, this thing is a rocket for sure. But yeah, I guess, oh yeah, I can definitely feel that steering problem makes this thing a bit unstable. Yeah, the front is like shaking all over the place. So far, I'm liking this bike. I wish it hadn't crashed, and that would have been so much nicer. You can feel there's something funky with the steering. It's like it moves weird. They said it crashed or whatever. Yeah. What did these go for?
This race edition is 6,500.
6.5.
The non-race is like 5.5.
No, it's a nice bike. I like the form factor. I like everything about it. Pretty sick.
So light as well. Like,
So light.
pick it up, yeah.
So light. Cool, man.
Glad you got to properly try it.
Hey, man. Nice to see you, brother. As always, for sure. All right. And that was the Solar. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Here's Nexion. And you guys seen that on my channel. What's up, dude? How are you? You don't remember me, huh? I was at the store in Rodeo Drive. No, my name is Tom. I reviewed your bikes already. Yeah, dude, I reviewed all of your bikes. What's up, America?
How you doing, dog?
Good, brother. I never met you. Nice to officially meet you, bro.
Pleasure, my boy.
My name's Tom. I have my channel is VoltedAdventures on YouTube.
VoltedAdventures.
Yeah.
Leave a comment, I'll follow back.
For sure.
Appreciate
I'll
your
follow
work.
you for
Right
sure.
now, I'll look it over right now.
If I make it, I'll try to make it. I'll link up with you,
Don't
bro.
let nobody ruin your good time, dog.
Hell no, never, bro. Take care, bro. Hey, you don't have no t-shirt?
No, no t-shirt, no more.
Give me the t-shirt. Later, bro. Alright, so that's Nexion. I'm not gonna test ride that because I definitely did on my channel. Look at this thing. Pretty interesting. It's like a combo of a SURRON and a Stealth Bomber clone, which I also had on my channel. Pretty interesting. I like that seat design right here. Pretty nice. Pretty interesting. Actually, it's mid-drive. That other guy right there is a hub motor. Pretty good looking bikes, but they are heavy. Let's see what we're talking over here. That Storm, that's what it's called, a Storm. 130 mile range, 72 volt, 75 amp hour battery, insane. 75 mile per hour top speed, 14 kilowatts, insane. Yeah, definitely a heavy bike, but beautiful. All right, let's move on. By the way, guys, if I cut here and there, it's because there's music playing and I can't have it affect the copyright on the channel, so I'll be skipping things. Bear with me, please. Try to give you a full look of the Electrify Expo this year, 2025, and show you everything that I think is exciting to see. What's this? Trailblaze Motors. Enter for a chance to win an Omega dirt bike. This is the Omega dirt bike. Holy cow, look at this motor. Absolutely humongous. Big battery. Wow. I wonder what this thing's all about. Look at this tire. Holy cow, that is a fat rear tire. This is the legitimate dirt bike right here. Full size.
So this is a Trailblaze Motors Omega. It's a 30 kilowatt, 96 volt, 55 amp hour bike.
Wow.
The battery size is comparable to a Stark Varg with comparable torque. Our advantage is that the battery will be quick swappable.
Gotcha.
You can swap out the battery in about 15 seconds.
Gotcha. Yeah, the seat pops up, disconnect,
yeah, exactly.
Boom.
So right here, the seat pops up. On our production models, we'll have one plug right here and two latches. All you have to do is unplug and unlatch and pull it out and swap it.
Gotcha.
We have DOT components all over the bike. DOT4 brakes, DOT approved wheels,
Good.
DOT blinkers, a VIN number, brake light, daylight, headlights, horn, blinkers, all that, so you can get it registered. We can kit it out however people would like with mirrors, foot brakes, supermotos, dual sport tires.
Gotcha.
Change the rim sizes, anything they want. Custom stickers and different colors and plastics, all that.
Yeah, and it's what, 72 or 7,500? The price?
MSRP $72.99 for the Expo. We're having a $900 off
Gotcha.
sale for pre-order.
Perfect.
We have Eco right here, Drive and Sport. We have a reverse, just please don't use that right now on the track. A park button, daylight, low beam, high beam, and regenerative braking system. Yeah, that's the whole rundown. Obviously you see it's real dirt bike components, 120, 100, 18 in the rear, 21 in the front. That's about it. You're ready to have fun.
Yes, sir. I'll start off easy.
Eco is really mellow. It's more like an e-bike. Drive is like what I use to ride on the street, and then sport mode is for like sand and dirt.
Gotcha.
Have a lot of fun in. So it will fishtail on you, so be very careful in sport mode.
Gotcha. Okay, thank you. I'll be right back.
You're very welcome. Have fun.
All right, let's test this thing out. Oh yeah, this thing is legit size. Monster over here. There's definitely no room for you to use the full power of this bike in sport mode, so we'll kick it back to drive mode. Yeah, this traffic jam is just a little bit annoying every time, but this bike looks pretty insane that I really wanted to test it out. It is a bit big for me. It's a full size, so my feet do touch the floor, but I have to use my toes in order to keep it up. Definitely a track bike. This is like a real electric dirt bike, you know what I mean? Suspension is nice and plush. Very nice. Pretty wild. This thing has a lot of power, and I actually like the fact it has 3 modes, so you're not always stuck on that super fast mode if you're just trying to, you know, chill and have a relaxed ride. So I like having that eco, drive, and sport. That's pretty awesome. Just wish I had a little bit more of a road over here to really push it. Oh yeah, what a nice suspension this thing has. That is beautiful.
How'd you like
Sweet.
it?
I wish I had more room, dude. I wish I can go on the road real quick and let it rip. Cool, man. Hey, thank you, brother. Appreciate it, man.
Thanks for coming
Thank
by.
you. All right. Well, that was a monster of a bike. What is this? Is this Titan? Oh, Terra bikes. Looks pretty nice. Man, this world is completely exploding with these bikes, huh? Nice looking bike. Kind of vintage vibe. Pretty nice. Yeah, this is Raw right here. Raw has been around. We saw him last year. Pretty sick looking bike. Some people were complaining about the frame design, but I think they fixed a lot of those problems. Pretty sweet looking e-bike for sure. And they also have the Mini, which a lot of people are familiar with at this point. I'm pretty sure they released that last year at Electrify Expo. Pretty nice. Let's see what else we have here. Ghost Cat, which are nice e-bikes. They have lots of power for what they are. All right, guys, so this is the Ghost Cat. What's the model name again?
4X.
F4X. And this thing is supposed to be like in between an e-moto and an e-bike. It's like the best of both worlds. And Kevin's gonna tell us all the specs on this thing.
So this is our newest model, which is the F4X. It comes with a 60 volt, 25 amp hour battery. It's going to
Nice.
get you about 35 miles full throttle, okay? The bike comes with a full throttle. The motor is a Hentech 2200 watt nominal motor, and that's going to be paired with a 55 amp controller. So you're pushing about 3,300 peak watts. It's going to give you 160 newton meters of torque. Top speed's going to be about 42, 43, but what really makes the bike special is the motor is geared for torque. The
Gotcha.
acceleration is incredible. It's a great power to weight ratio where the bike only comes in at 87 pounds.
Wow. 87 pounds is including the battery and everything?
The battery,
Nice.
The battery is 14 pounds.
That is light.
And, you know, the suspension that we use on this bike is KKE suspension, which you know is on most e-motos.
Yes.
So we've got e-moto suspension on this bike. Plenty of great suspension. The stopping power, we use 203 millimeter rotors with 4 piston, so it's very grabby.
Yeah.
You know, the bike is really compact, light, and then with this power, it makes the bike very playful and very nimble. This is a great versatile bike that kind of sits in that middle category between an e-bike and e-moto.
Beautiful. And is one of these available to ride?
Yeah, absolutely. You should test ride.
Let's do it.
All right,
Let me know when.
right now.
See what this thing's all about. It does have some torque for sure for a hub motor. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. They definitely tuned this thing to have some torque for sure. More than typical. It's a tiny little bike and it flies. Oh my god, look at this thing. Violent. All right, let's see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, this thing flies 30 miles an hour in no time. That is pretty good. I like the form factor. It is a bit tiny, not gonna lie. It is a little small. It feels like the handlebars should be a little higher. Very small frame. Super light bike though. Really light. And the suspension on this thing, as far as I'm concerned, that is like the highlight of this bike. Really good KKE fork and rear shock. Hydraulic brakes. Got Maxxis tires, which is a really good brand. Okay, here we go again. The pedaling situation, very small and tiny. I don't see myself pedaling on this thing at all. But the form factor and everything else feels amazing. 60 volt battery. This thing is beautiful for riding around. That is perfect for that. It's got plenty of torque. That's for sure. All right, so I think this is the skateboard section. We'll just go real quickly and show you in case you guys are interested. These things look absolutely ridiculous. So this is like a drift situation? Yeah. That's cool. Interesting. What else is over there? More exhibit, food and drinks. Okay, so over there I see walk to event, about 4 minutes of a walk. That is where I'm pretty sure all of the cars are. and they do have some interesting things, but to be honest with you, it doesn't really have to do much with my channel, so I think I'm gonna skip it this time. Last year the setup was a little bit different, where they had kind of everything in the same area in different sections. You didn't have to get off the property to go to another parking lot or whatever. I do know that they do have a brand new Can-Am, like 2 different models of electric bikes. I actually got an email from them to test drive, but I think I'm gonna have to skip it around this time, because if I'm not mistaken, they only had their test riding done earlier in the morning. I do have my motorcycle license, but unfortunately I'm not gonna be able to test it anymore. All right, everybody, well, that was pretty fun. This time around they did not have as many e-bikes as they did last time. We tried to cover all of them, but I hope you guys enjoyed this year's Electrify Expo. I appreciate you guys watching as always and hanging out with me, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.